by Mohammed Wilkerson.
Leave it out! Let's turn up the night, y'all!
Welcome Allg's family. Welcome to the head-to-head with collaboration with Team Box Cutter.
That's right, we here. Cheers, YouTube.
And welcome to the head-to-head between N9ne's Mental Giant and Lupe Fiasco's Bad Bitch. So we're gonna check out both videos. Okay, we're gonna have a little back and forth, a little discussion about what we hear, what we see. And this is just for you guys to come in and see us check these out. But then we're going to go a little deeper with our analysis in another video where we'll tally up all the points to bring you guys a winner.
Sounds right, sounds good. This one we're going to let them know exactly what we're looking for, and as we see it, so they see it, so they know we're not cheating. And then as we tally up the points, we'll send you the next video in the next day or so. But this is the head-to-head. You guys get to watch it with us.
You get to see
who
what
wins.
Yeah, you get to see what we see. So whenever you're ready, you can hit play.
Yep.
Okay.
Already. Cool colors in the video. Cool screenshots.
I like how you bring this up to be a performance. Yeah.
I'm gonna stop it right there because I noticed he had the guy in the very beginning counting up all the money. And taking in all the money. He seems like he's very happy to be getting all this money. So I wonder if there's something later on that links up with that, as far as, you know, like this performance where these people are not really getting anything for what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what did you have?
This is what Lupe does. It's what he does well. That,
what he
that
does
lyrics,
very well.
content of cultural importance. It's already started. But we can go. Just
All
let
right.
the people know what we're looking at.
All right, I had to stop it because I like how he's showing how what seems to be something just menial, you know, or mediocre with her just singing this song, but her son's right next to her
and taking it all in.
And he's taking it all in from a way different perspective because that's how children are.
Musically, let's talk about the fact that he actually changed to the first person.
Right.
He turned into the woman to talk, and then he's back to himself again. That's awesome. Also, the pauses. Da-na-na, da-na-na, changing of the flow. That's points. That's points. That's points, people.
That is points. I love this because narration hip hop is very, very true to like the core of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Telling the story from a perspective, like what you seen happen in the streets, what you seen happen in the home. You know what I'm saying? That's very, very like so close to the core of hip hop. And I'm liking the way how he's narrating, but then he inserts himself as a character, and then he pulls himself right back out without skipping a beat. Like that's the thing I love about it. So I'm about to start it back up.
Go ahead.
Did you see that? Did you see that when all those kids were in the movie theaters?
Yeah, that was dope. Great visual.
So he he's kind of showing you that like not only this story, you know, like it's not only this kid, but other kids are also seeing this just by multiplying that one child. I think that was a dope visual to do. Go ahead.
There goes the guy counting that money.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop because that hook real quick. I want to say something about that hook. Saying bitch bad, woman good, lady better. They're just misunderstood. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I like how he's what we call what women have been called. You know what I'm saying? But still saying they're complex enough to where there's a misunderstanding within, like, women are misunderstood even with all three of those titles.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that part of the hook. Go ahead.
I love it. I love the double entendre of bitch bad and how it's used, and then actually saying no, bitch is actually bad. We don't want that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I love it. That's classic Lupe. Let's keep going.
Go ahead.
I'll press start. Let's wait a minute. Gotta stop it. I'm looking at this flow again. These are the things that people may not see when he's rhyming fluidly, as I would call it. Almost every single one of his word actually lands in a different place of the beat. Every bar. It never repeats itself. It sounds like it does, but he's behind it. He's in front of it. The rhymes are landing in a different place every beat for almost 2 bars straight. Just think about that. That's points.
That's why we got Bruce here, for that musicality. Okay, this is what he studied.
Musicality is going up. Oh, and that beat fire. All right, let's go.
All right.
And that's all that the little girl is seeing.
Now, right there, he did it again. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He multiplied the kids to show you, like, this is not a singular story.
Ooh.
Just to the kids that he's talking about within this rap. All right, he said this is a movie theater full of kids who are seeing this. Also, I like the breakdown of how he said the children using the internet, what they're seeing is most likely uncensored, because the internet is very uncensored, but they understand how to use it better than their parents. So their parents don't try to censor it because they don't understand it.
Yep.
That's a callback to the culture that we're in right now. And what's this song? 2013 when it came out. So it's still relevant today.
Very, very relevant. Very relevant. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Now, he just said that what they don't know is the girl is looking less at the guy who's supposed to be the sex symbol and more at the girl that she believes is what a bad bitch is, because she keeps saying it, and that's all he wants is this one who's like that. So her interpretation of the bad bitch is completely different from what the son's is, what we just saw in Act 1.
Yes, it's the relate. I call it the relativity, basically. How they relate. So they look, when he said in the very beginning of the act, he said they're on the internet looking at their favorite artist, which would be the guy. But when they're watching this, they're relating more to the woman in the video.
Their favorite guy.
Yeah, versus the actual guy. So I like how he put that in there. So you know that a lot of times when someone sits down, it could be the same way with a movie. You sit down and the main actress may be a woman, but you relate more with the guy because you're a guy. So you relate more with the guy that's in the movie who may be like the sidekick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not really too concerned about the main actress. So I like how he did that. Go ahead.
Cool.
She's mimicking what she's saying.
Oh, mimicry.
Yep.
Now, let's talk about this visual creativity as they're painting blackface on their face while looking in the mirror at themselves. 2 things. Just think about that visual creativity. They're becoming the symbol and looking at themselves, interpreting what it means to themselves.
Yeah.
not what you think it means. It's not like the kids in the theater is the interpretation of everybody else. The people looking in the mirror painting blackface is how they interpret themselves. It's just a really cool visual context he threw in there.
All right.
You see how you got the minstrel show in the background?
Yep. Triplets. Eighth notes.
Act 3.
One thing about that musically is we're talking about song form. That's a part of musicality. We're going to talk about this on the next video. Act 3 actually started after he did a preliminary little jumble of words.
Yes, it did.
He changed the flow up. That's called a pre-chorus or a pre-verse. It's called changing the song form. In hip-hop, it's verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Rarely ever do you get a bridge. But if you're not going to have a bridge, they do things called pre-choruses or pre-verses where they're setting up the next verse, and it just changes the song form and makes your ear listen a little bit more for that third verse. Very musical.
Now, it also goes with the fact that he jumped back to explain himself, the narrator, within that time frame, then jumped back into the actual story, and that's why he started Act 3 at that point instead of starting it before when he first started rapping. Because go ahead.
That's just how he used the pre-verse.
Yes,
that's what he used the pre-verse for, is a setup for this last verse.
That's right. So he's saying that this pre-verse right here has I'm explaining what's happening as me, my perception as me as the narrator. Now Act 3 starts, and that's dope the way he did that.
Love it. Let's go. Change the flow.
Like that?
Look at that.
I want to stop it because if you look in the background on the bench, there's the sugar water advertisement.
Oh.
Okay. So there's a sugar water advertisement, and then there's another one in the corner. But if you go back to Act 2 when they was little, that rapper had the can in his hand and he was promoting it. So not only is he showing you that the kids themselves has gotten older, but even that brand of drink that rapper was holding at that time has expanded.
Yes.
So I thought that was very cool visual creativity on this video's end. All right.
Definite.
And this is the show everybody has been paying for in the beginning to go see. Yep. But now look at how these people relate to themselves in the mirror. It's different than what they show on the screen. When they're painting themselves in blackface in the mirror, they have a whole different look of sadness.
Now this part right here is so powerful.
Anger.
Look at the confusion.
Confusion. All right, here we go. Great singing. Yep. Yeah.
Wiping it off now.
Well done. It's going to get a lot of points for musicality from me. Where he plays those rhymes is one thing, but the timbre, the beat, the singing,
this video
and that
right
key
here,
change in memory of Paul Robeson. And the many black actors
who endured the humiliation
process of blackface in
America. So he's definitely getting points for culture, important to culture, because he's doing one of the most important things, definitely in hip hop, which is paying homage to those who came before. So he's paying homage for black entertainers, not just in hip hop, but black entertainers in general who had to endure going through blackface in America for our entertainment to be where it's at the time of this video. That's scoring major points in that area.
Major points. Only problem is that's gonna score major points in the visual, maybe, but cultural content was really the content of cultural importance. That means his words, not the pictures. So you don't get that point for that one. You don't get a point for that picture right there. He didn't say it.
All right, I'll take that.
All right. So you guys kind of see what we're doing here. Let's see Tech-N9ne's vision. Let's see Tech-N9ne's verse. Let's see Tech-N9ne's song, Mental Giant. All right, here we go. Yo, the music, the marching.
He's the commander.
First of all, let's talk music. Are you wearing headphones?
I'm not wearing headphones. I'm listening to the speakers.
Oh, man. I was almost ready to say musicality was a sure win for Lupe. But truthfully, we're talking about timbre. That means the sound of the instruments.
Yeah.
This is amazing. That bass drum has at least 6 layers of bass drums under it. A fuzzy layer, a kick layer. It has something that's subduing it with compression. I can tell you honestly what it took to create just that bass drum sound. Not even the claps and the singing that he's doing over it. Musicality includes that type of sound. And we got a producer on here that is worth talking about, whatever his name is. That's all I got to say. Oh, he changed it again? 2 compound phrases? Oh my God.
Now he's changing it again.
Stop. Listen, just so you know, bro, when we get to the skill, just on first listen, he's already rhymed on almost every single one of these parts. And I think I heard a 16th note triplet or 2 in there as well. But this thing is going to be added up. Before you know it, he's going to have 100 points. He might win the whole thing off this alone, man. I'm sorry. Timbre. He has the whole chorus in telephone voice. You hear that?
Yeah.
That hook is nice.
It is.
Now I'm gonna stop it. Talk a little bit about the video.
Go ahead.
I'm giving some good points for what he's actually doing in this video. Like, he's on the outside looking inside. Now that means that ball is that's the consciousness. Mental giant. That's the consciousness that he's looking into from an outside perspective. Yes. But there's a version of him on the inside navigating it. Okay, so he's getting some dope points for that, because that right there, it's metaphorical within itself, just showing that.
Yeah.
Now he's starting to mix the flows in.
Oh my God. So let me just tell you, this is what we call compound notation right here. Compound phrases. Now, he's not only using his voice as the instrument every time he stretches out that A sound, but he used literally 3 different rap styles that he used before and then compounded them in every bar to make another different rap style. There's some stuff on here that there's no markings for. It's just no markings for.
He's starting to interweave the styles and even the rhymes. If you're listening, even some of the rhymes are starting to get interwoven. So he's taken, basically, he started with some styles, switched it about a good 4 times, and then now this verse, you hear him interweaving rhymes with the styles together. So I'm guessing we're going to get a surprise in the third one as well, like in the third verse.
I'm pretty sure. Let's go.
Now you see him commanding, like how he was at the mirror showing the ships
Yeah.
and stuff like that, going after that inner self that's navigating that consciousness. So he's even showing you that some of the things that you do to yourself, like some of the things that are happening to you psychologically, are being done by you yourself. So like I said, I like this twist that he's doing with this video. It's very nice, very, very nice.
Okay, there's a theory, not a theory, but there's a musical phrase called repetition. It sounds like, yeah, everybody knows what that is, but no, used musically, it's a way that you do solos and jazz. It's a way that you write songs, and it's using certain phrases at different places in different times. When he's doing the da 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 da, during that entire verse, he does it at the end of every bar at some points. He does it at the beginning of every bar at some points. And then he uses it as repetition to get the mind back in flow after he goes long periods without doing it and brings it back again. Using repetition improperly, can destroy a song because it just sounds the same.
Right.
Using repetition musically turns you into a mental giant. That's all I'm saying. Here we go.
I love the chamber. Yeah. I'm loving it. Oh, beat change.
He rhymed the secondary rhyme with the primary rhyme. These are just words he was saying while rhyming, but when he said damn dick, it didn't even rhyme with what came before. It rhymed with what was in between what came before.
Yeah.
Listen to it again. It's called secondary rhymes, and once again, that's points. That beat change was crazy.
And now he's escaping.
A lot of different visual concepts in here. I'm gonna have to listen to it again to see the cultural relevance, the content of cultural relevance, and I'm gonna be focused on the culture of the music of hip hop, and you're gonna be focusing on the social content, social importance,
social
of
importance
the culture of hip hop.
Culture of what I'll be looking at.
Right. So he does score a few points just because the things that he's saying have been copied from people who love him. The things that he's also talking about in the rhyming is musically important to I think every hip hop and every chopper that's come after him. I've heard a lot of the things he was saying, not all of them, 'cause I gotta go back, but he's gonna score a couple points there. I think we can realize that Lupe is going to end up getting more. But the musicality, live instruments, key changes, all that type of stuff really matters with Lupe. But after hearing this one in the headphones and how crisp that produces, even the tambourine was crisp. The timbre, which is where they get the name tambourine, of every single instrument, and then the drum break, he might actually have Lupe on musicality too, when I add up all these points.
But now that I'm actually breaking down the layers of both of them, yeah, it's gonna be very close. Like this is gonna be too close to call on the visual for me anyway, on that visual side.
Yep. So I think what's the teaser? What can we give them? Visual side, who gets the 10? Who gets the 10?
Man.
The 10 points. After even the breakdown, first of all, you got CGI,
Yeah.
and then breaking down that crystal ball, the concepts and his escape, the color, the lighting, visually, even though, you know, it was real creative, the blackface and the looking in the mirror, to be honest with you, visually, this one gets the 10 to me.
Oh man, I love the concept. Okay. I'll give Tech 9 a 10, but I'm gonna be real with you. Lupe ain't far behind.
Looking at an 8.
He looking at. I'm saying I'm jipping him to give him an 8, because once I start seeing the progression of Lupe's story,
that sugar water.
The sugar water progression. I'm starting to see the movie theater with the kids in it representing more kids watching the story versus just the one. Once I start getting into all that and start seeing it, it kind of triple layered the video a little bit for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, I would say I'm jipping them, giving them an 8, but I would definitely say it's at an 8 for sure. And Tech gets the 10 because he brought the visuals and the CGI along with the layered meaning of the mental, by fitting that mental into the crystal ball and navigating the consciousness and escape. And basically the escape version of the version of him that escaped was actually his sanity, is what he's basically saying. With this, with the escaping out of the balloon, that's his sanity. So I'll give Tech the 10, but I'm definitely saying Lupe is not far behind one bit.
So I might even contradict that as I continue to think about what that video, how he got that video to show. Let's we'll say 10 to 8 now for right now. And we'll do musicality too. We'll leave him with a teaser. Who wins the musicality?
I'm giving that to Tech. I
thought for sure I was gonna give it to Lupe until I heard it in these headphones.
I'm giving that.
Producer killed it.
I'm giving that to Tech because that beat was tailor made for what Tech was finna do with it, and it fits so damn good. Like, it fits so damn good. So I definitely give him musicality. Off this listen, he gets musicality. Now, I'm not saying that Lupe didn't have that, but what I'm saying is it's just done better over here.
Listen, I heard them both. The production, musicality goes to Tech. What's the number we're giving Lupe?
For the musicality?
Yeah.
Man, the pre-chorus, the separation, the separation of the narration, the entering the. I'm gonna say a 7.
7?
I'll give him a 7.
I say 8. The key changes, the pre-chorus, I'll give it 8. So we're at 7.5.
All right, we're at 7.5.
So right now, people, we have the first 2 scores in. 10. Lupe has 8 points for visual creativity, 7.5 points for musicality,
right?
And Tech is at a 10 for both.
10 for both right now.
All right, so he's in the lead, but we have influence. We have content of culture, and those points aren't going to be so close. I'm 100% sure. And the skill. This is a close one, people. While we tally up these points, you guys leave your choices right down there in the comment section for who you think is going to win. You see how we're doing the points. There's not this willy-nilly. We're going to have receipts. The more we're talking
about it, the closer this is. And, there's a lot of people that was in my comment section saying so-and-so was going to blow so-and-so out the water. I don't think you knew what we were going to be doing with this. You probably thought this was just going to be some listen through,
Now,
No, sir.
we're gonna make it so it's undeniable who actually wins or loses, depending
This is,
on the actual points that we give. Now, with that being said, time to tally up these points. You guys have seen the head-to-head. Leave your comments. We will be uploading the final joint. See who won, the actual video that says who won and the reasons why. And all we're gonna do is add the points up, unbiased.
And you can't deny it because you just heard him. For this show been going on for 42 minutes right now. He was able to pick up things that I couldn't even pick up on that musicality side of it. So you guys pay attention to this man when it comes to that. That's why I chose him to be the partner, because I know he knows what he's talking about.
Same thing for you on the cultural, man. When I couldn't have broke that video down. I had no idea what was happening in the video until you told me. So that's why we add the points together and see who wins. Straight up like that. No bias.
None whatsoever.
And 45 minutes later, I say peace.